Hello, everybody. This is Katarina with Truth Talks TV because the truth is sexy and getting naked is fun. And I have decided to continue or start again with recording vlogs, video messages like these. I used to do it quite regularly for a while and stopped for some time, and now I feel that it's time to do it again. And I am living in Belgrade now, but I'm from Chicago. So I'm going to do some in Serbian and some in English, just rather than rack my brain over choosing one. I'm just going to go with the inspiration in the moment and whatever I feel, depending on what the message is, whether I'll do it in Serbian or English. And so this, I just wanted to share something with you that I just taped the message in Serbian, and I thought, well, maybe I'll do this one in English as well and have both versions. So, and it is related to my moving to Belgrade because I moved here. I was born and raised, lived my whole life in Chicago, and I moved to Belgrade over 5 years ago. And I am Serbian, of Serbian descent, so I was raised speaking the language, grew up coming to visit family here in Serbia. But I never expected to ever live here. I actually never expected to live anywhere but Chicago. And ever since I have been living here, everybody from here has asked, why would you move from Chicago to Belgrade, especially since it's quite well known that a lot of Serbians want to leave this country and live in another country. So then it's, just so strange for them. Why would I want to live here? America's the land of opportunity and all that. And so, they're probably expecting some really kind of important reason. And it is important, the most important reason, which is that I just simply followed my intuition. There was absolutely no rational or logical explanation for my moving here. There was no plan, didn't know what I was going to do here. I just followed this inspiration, this deep sort of knowing, feeling, nudge and calling forward. At the time when I felt this, I had stopped doing the job that I was doing. I didn't know what I would do next. So at first it just kind of started as like, well, I'll take the time to come visit family here. But again, there was a deep knowing that I would be staying. But I needed to prepare myself and prepare my family because this is kind of a shock for everybody. So I just initially said, oh, I'll stay for like 2 months and then we'll see. And once those 2 months passed, I felt no desire to move back, although it was extremely hard being away from my family, my closest family, my immediate family. I still had this deep inner knowing that I needed to stay, that I wanted to stay in Belgrade. So, like I said, here I am 5 years later, and I didn't know what I would do here, and it's been a crazy, wild, adventurous journey ever since. But the point is that all of us have intuition. It's just that with some people, it's maybe just a more developed muscle. It is like a muscle. Like the more you use it, the more you act on it, the stronger it gets. And the more you choke it out or suffocate it, then sort of the weaker it gets. But it's still there. It's just a matter of whether we're connecting to it, paying attention to it, and acting on it. So what happens also is that so often we choke out our intuition because of the millions of questions that come when we receive a certain inspiration, idea, desire, dream, whatever it is. Because very often, actually, what I've noticed, at least in my own life, is that intuition actually is almost opposite of logic and reasoning and rational. So that's why I think it trips us up so much, because it doesn't agree with the logical or rational mind. So you're like, but how? But I don't get it. But oh my gosh, why? But I don't see how this can all happen or how this can come together, or all of these, again, millions of questions that just completely choke it out, and you find that, that initial inspiration just kind of like dwindling out a little bit. But again, it's always still there. And what I, even for myself, what I noticed when, when this inspiration came up within me, I was like, I even remember specifically saying, but God, this is the land of opportunity, meaning America, And the response that I got back was, the opportunities for you are where I send you. I was like, okay, well, that's a pretty clear answer. So there's this fantastic Walter Lanyon quote that says, all you need to know is the what. Leave the how, where, when, and why up to God. So just taking that initial inspiration that we feel, that desire, and just acting upon it in this moment. As soon as we do ask the questions like the how, and we try to, make it all make sense, we're jumping ahead into the future. We're future tripping, and it, first of all, takes us out of the present moment into the future. The future doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the present moment, and we're creating the future based on the actions and the things that we're feeling in the present moment. So important to just follow it, at least honor it, acknowledge it, and see what action steps come to you around that particular inspiration or intuitive nudge. And leave all the rest up to God. Leave it all up to the universe, and just watch it all unfold before your eyes as you take each inspired step in the present moment. So that's all I wanted to share for now. I do plan on sharing much more and being much more regular with these video messages. So if you'd like to hear more from me, you can register or sign up on my website so that you don't miss any of them, and that's www.katarinaillich.com, or also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll be talking to you again soon. Okay, ciao.